Wonderful friends, sadhakas, welcome you all. Receive all the gratitude, salutations, receive also lots of wishes. Let us pray together to the divine to put us more vigorously on this path divine. Let us commit to our study of Shastras relentlessly. Nobody is there to encourage us. Let us encourage ourselves. Nobody required to inspire us. Let us inspire ourselves. Let our masters, gurus be the ones to bless us, inspire us, to even guide us. Let us be in touch tune with them. That should be sufficient. Lokasevaka Adi Vyaktitva Vikasa, through that outer and inner life becoming so beautiful, joyful, for that invoking Parabrahma Ishvara Jaganmata Devatagana Gurugana Shastragana Kripa. This is what we are trying in the class and after the class throughout the day. In the class, we are studying the Upanishads to strengthen our, deepen our, widen our knowledge about the truth, the goal to be reached. Shwethashwathara Upanishad is under discussion, fourth chapter. We have to see the subject of everything is He only. Therefore, develop that vision of seeing Him only and see its consequence that our mind is quietened, purified, transcended. That intellectual seeing Him and seeing Him in the Abhyasa should take us to the experience that everything is He alone and that He is me only. Isn't it? That spashtata, for the sake of that only, we are in these classes. Now, friends, fourth chapter, that shloka we will see. Before that, our Vedic chanting, our common sense thought, our Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpa, Upanishad Parayanam, as we do every day, is 1 hour dedicated efforts. 30-second Anuvaka, let us see of Rigveda Ashtama Mandalam. Correct? How many mantras are there in it? Yeah, 32 are there. Start. Om Atha Veda Parayanam ऋग्वेदः अष्टममण्डलम् अथ द्वात्रिंशत्तम अनुवाकादारभ्य ॐ प्रकृत्यान्युजेषिणः कण्वा इन्द्रस्य गाथया मदे सोमस्य वोचथ यः श्रुविन्दमनर्शनिं पिप्रुं दासमहीषुवं वधेद्दुग्रोरिणन्नभः न्यर्बुदस्य विष्टपं वर्ष्माणं बृहदस्थिर कृषेतदिन्द्रपौंस्यं प्रतिश्रुताय वो दृशत्तूर्णाशन्न गिरेरधे हुवेषु क्षिप्रमूतये सगोरश्वस्य विप्रजं मन्दानः सौम्येभ्यः पुरं न शूरदर्शसे यदि मे रारणः सुत उक्ते वाददसेचनः आरादुपस्वदागहे वयङ्घाते अविश्मसि स्तोतार इन्द्र गिर्वणः त्वन्नो जिन्व सोमपाः उदनः पितुमा भरसम्रराणो अवीक्षितं मघवन् स्फूरिते वसो उत नो गोमतस्कृधि हिरण्यवतो अश्विनः इलाभिः संरभेमहि बृहत् उक्तं हवामहे श्रुप्रकरन्नमोतये साधु कृण्वन्तमवसे यः संस्तेजिच्छतक्रतुरादें कृणोति वृत्रः जरितृभ्यः पुरूवसुः स नः शक्रश्चिदाशक्क शकद्दानवा अन्तराबरः इन्द्रो विश्वाभिरूतिभिः यो रायो वनिर्महान् सुपार सुन्वतः सखा तमिन्द्रमविगायत अयन्तारं महिस्थिरं वृदनाशुश्रवोजितं भूरेरेशानमोजसा न कीरस्य शचीनां नियन्ता सोनृतानां न किर्वक्ता न दादिते न नूनं ब्रह्मणां मृडं प्राशूनामस्ति सुन्वदां न सोमो अप्रतापपे पन्य इदुपगायत पन्य उक्तानि शंसत ब्रह्मा कृणोत पन्य इत पन्य आदर्दिरच्छता सहस्रा वाज्यवृतः इन्द्रो यो यज्वनो वृदः विशोचरस्वदा अनुकृष्टीनाम् अन्वाहुवः इन्द्रपिबसुतानां पिबस्वधैनवानामुत यस्त्युग्रे स च उतायमिन्द्रयस्तव अतीहि मन्युषा विषणं सुषुवां समुपारणे इमं रातं सुतं बिब इहि तिस्रः परावत इहि पञ्चजनागम् अथे धेना इन्द्रावचाकशतो सूर्यो रश्मिं यथा सुजात्वा यच्छन्तु मे गिरः निम्नमापो न सद्र्यक अध्वर्यवातु हि शिञ्च सोमं वीराय शिप्रिणे परासुतस्य पीतये य उद्नः फलिगं भिन्नस्य सिन्दूगं रवासृजत योगोषु पक्वं धारयत अहन् वृत्रं रुचीशनु और्नवाभमहीशुवं हिमेनाविध्यदर्बुदं प्रभ उग्राय निष्ठुरेणाशाय निष्ठुरेशाळाय प्रसक्षिणे देवत्तं ब्रह्म गायत यो विश्वान्यविव्रता सोमस्य मदे अन्धसः इन्द्रो देवेषु चेतते इहत्यासतमाद्या हरि हिरण्यकेश्या ओढामभिप्रयोहितम् अर्वाञ्चन्द्वा पुरुष्टुत प्रियमेतस्तुता हरिं सोमपेयाय वक्षतः 33 वयं गत्वा सुतावन्तापो न वक्तुबर्हिषः पवित्रस्य प्रस्रवणेषु वृत्रहन् परिस्तोतार आसते स्वरं धित्वा सुतेन रोवसो निरेक उक्थिनः कदा सुतन्तृषाण ओक आगम इन्द्र स्वब्धीव हंसगः कण्वेभिर्दृष्णवातुषद्वाजं धर्षि सहस्रिणं विशङ्गरूपं मघवन् विचर्षणे मक्षौ गोमन्तमीमहे पाहि गायान्धसोमद इन्द्राय मेध्यातिथे यः सम्मिश्लो हर्योर्यः सुते स च वज्रीरथो हिरण्ययः यः सुशव्यः सुदक्षिण इनो यः सुक्रतुर्गृणे यः आकरः सहस्राय शतामघ इन्द्रो यः पूर्भिदारितः यो धृषितो यो वृतो यो अस्ति श्मश्रुषुश्रितः विभूतद्युम्नश्च वनः पुरुष्टुतः कृत्वा गौरिवशाकिनः क ईं वेदसुतेन च स च पिबन्तं कद्वयो दधे अयं यः पुरोभिन्नत्योजसा मन्दानः शिप्र्यन्धसः दानामृगो न वारणः पुरुत्रा च रथं ददे न खिष्ट्वा नियमदा सुतेरमुगमो महाश्चरस्योजसा य उग्रः सन्नन्निष्ठृतः स्थिरोरणाय संस्कृतः यदि स्तोतुर्मघवा शृणवद्धवन्नेन्द्रो यो सत्यागमतो सत्यमित्था पृषेदसि पृषजातिर्ज्योतिर्नो वृतः वृषाह्युग्रशृणीष्वे परावति वृषो अर्वावते श्रुतः वृषणस्ते अभीशवो वृषाकषा हिरण्ययी वृषारथो मघवन् वृषणा हरिवृषा त्वं शतक्रतो वृषासोता सुनोतु ते वृषन् रुचि पिन्नाभरा वृषादधन्वे वृषणं नदीष्वात्युभ्यं स्थातर्हणाम् इन्द्रयाहि पीतये मधुशविष्टसौम्यं नायमच्छामगवा शृणवद्गिरो ब्रह्मोक्ता च सुक्रतुः वहन्तु त्वा रथेष्टामाहरयो रथयुजः तिरश्चिदर्यं सवनानि वृत्रहन्नन्येषां याशतक्रतो अस्माकमद्यान्तमं स्तोमं धिष्वमहामः अस्माकं ते सवना सन्तु शन्तमामदायद्युक्ष सोमपाः न हि शस्तव नो मम शास्त्रे अन्यस्य रण्यते यो अस्मान् वीर आनयद इन्द्रश्चिद्घा तदब्रवीत् स्त्रिया अशास्यं मनः कुतो अहं क्रतुं रघुं सप्तीचिद्गामदच्युतामिथुना वहतो रथम् एवेद्धूर्वृष्ण उत्तरा अधः पश्यन् वमोपरि सन्तरां बाधकौ हर माते कशप्लकौ दृशन् श्रीः ब्रह्मा बभूविथ ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Yes, friends, in our today's common sense thought, simple two or three things, very precisely. One is, let us remember broadly with the background of whatever Gita, Upanishad, Shastras, we have heard even other Shastras, Prakarana Granthas, that the whole world is made out of Prakriti. First, keep it in mind that Prakriti has three gunas of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Because everything is made of three gunas are in Samyavastha. When they disturbed, then one of the gunas become predominant. That's why in this world everything can express any guna anytime. Because it is made of the Prakriti, Prakriti has three gunas. So in that we have the choice of, as a human beings, Purusharthi, with our Sankalpa and Prayatna, we have the choice of either allowing the Sattva to express, quietening other two, or Rajoguna can be expressed, suppressing other two, or Tamoguna alone can be predominantly expressed by keeping the other two at control. This we should know. So everything is made of Prakriti. Prakriti is Trigunatmika. Therefore everything is Trigunatmika. In that we with our Purushartha, knowledge, practice, ignorance, whatever the reasons, we can allow any of these three to express. Point two. Point three, among these three, what is said is the Tamoguna Vyaktigarana is more and more binding because it blocks the Ananda flow. The Rajoguna expression also gives but little Ananda or pleasure or reflection of happiness. It is Sattva when more and more is there, then more clear, pure, uncontaminated, unadulterated, better. What is this? Somebody reply, is it okay? Is there any problem? Because yeah, कुछ ना कुछ instruction है. One ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary US. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Mm. So that Sattva Guna, if we allow to express, manifest predominantly, more better Ananda is experienced. Enough? Then beyond even Sattva Guna, when we go, there is nothing but the Ananda Anumati. That is called Brahmanubhuti, that's called Tattvanubhuti, that's called Atmanubhuti, that's called Satyanubhuti, etc. Now, point two, point three. About that Brahmanubhuti, because we are not intellectually exposed, we have never tried for it, it appears to be difficult to understand, it appears to be impossible, vague. That is true. Anything not familiar appears to be vague. Once we start becoming familiar, then we start practicing it, we become familiar with it. Like suddenly आपको हवाई जहाज चलाने को बोला, इट्स एब्सोल्युटली वेग. बट कार चलाओ बोले तो you can do it. But remember, in the beginning, driving car also was vague. But because exposed regularly, you became familiar. So too, if we are put in that aircraft with all prior trainings, you also first it will be vague, but with a few flyings, then it becomes familiar. Same way, the Adhyatmika Vedantic Siddhanta Jnana Sadhana Anubhuti. When they are never tried, they will be always vague. When we keep on trying, vagueness goes away, familiarity comes. More and more practice, we can get experience. Having that experience, only our gurus are recommending to us that that's the ultimate. They say, we tried that which you are trying, we have tried this which you have not tried. And we have got in this the better experience. You try for it. That's what the simple essence of all Upanishad Shastras, Satsangas. Okay? Now, that is a very important point, though still we have not given more importance to that today in our discussion. In our discussion, the point is, therefore, see to it that in and through our life, Sattva alone is expressed consciously. Rajo, Tamo are slowly reduced. That's what the Guna Sambandhi sadhana. Sadhana with regards to three gunas. है ना? Now, the Tamo guna is always Dravyatmakata, it is always immobility, lazy, lethargy, those type of things. Rajaguna activities, but then distraction also to the wrong channels also. Sattva is what? Active, active with full consciousness, active with full knowledge, and to the point with single pointedness. Sattva. मतलब हर दिन सोचने से इन तीन गुणों के बारे में थोड़ा थोड़ा क्लैरिटी आएगा. बेसिकली सत्व इज ज्ञान प्रधान, रजो इज क्रिया प्रधान, तमो इज द्रव्य प्रधान. You can see, right? Now let us focus really think today, understand that about our own self, whether it is our sthula sharira or indriyas or mana, buddhi. Let us talk about all these four. Among these four, every one of them, with our inadvertence, can be allowed into enter into the tamasic mode. Sharira can become tamasic. Then it doesn't move, it will not work. Not I'm talking about the age related. Even in a young fellow also with all his energy ability can allow his body to sink into tamoguna. And an elderly man also of the age 90 with all his shariras limitations still. He can keep the sharira in sattva. It is both possible. Therefore, एक एक चीज को लेकर के my sharira should be sattvic, not rajasic, not tamasic. So therefore, sattvika bhojana taken, sattvika activities done with the sharira, then the sharira will be in sattva guna. That sattva guna of the sharira will be very lighter with lesser bimaria. Bimari is the rajoguna because of too much of tiredness given to the body or rest not given or unwanted food given to it. That's how the disease is. You are not at ease. Tamaguna is too much of tamasic food eaten and knowingly or unknowingly not allowed the body to work. Slowly, slowly, the total sharira can be occupied with the tamagun. To such people, they cannot come out of their house only. Everything they have to get online. They can't go even to their garden to water the plants. How many days back they went into kitchen even to cut vegetables? Because last life punya, plenty of money, lots of servants. So they will take care of these people because they don't do anything. Lot of money is thrown, they do it. So you can imagine a buffalo also doesn't do anything. उसको फिर कोई आदमी जाके उसको नहलाएगा, उसको सामने घास लगाएगा, उसको पीने को पानी देगा. So these so-called rich people, especially women in some places, you can picturize them in this life without doing anything, seated at one place, ordering the servants to get and do everything. And next life they will be like a buffalo in some place where the same thing will continue. And the only difference was here it's a human life, but not waste. Why waste that giving the resource of human body when that person is fit enough to be a buffalo or buffally? तो भगवान मेक्स नेक्स्ट लाइफ. तुमको एक जगह बैठ के सब मिलना है ना, चलो उसके लिए वही ह्यूमन लाइफ यू कैन बिकम बफेलो. So same you can see the buffalo seated there tied down to a pole. Here this buffalo seated and tied down to a chair. So here to her one servant getting tea, coffee, and there also somebody is getting milk. Getting the water. Somebody ghas, somebody aur kuch. Tentatively we can picturize. है ना? So sharira can be tamasic. Sharira can be rajasic. Rajasic is better than tamasic. Okay, in Rajaguna then involving with the Sharira in unwanted things. That's thoda reduce karo. Sharira can be sattvic also. Nicely bath taken twice or thrice a day. Then light food taken, good yoga asanas, pranayam done, and seen that the whole body is flexible, fit. Sattvic maintain karna. Then to the indriyas also. तामसिक चीजें देते हैं उसको, ये गेट हैबिचुएटेड टू तामसिक. राजसिक दोगे तो वही होएगा, सात्विक दोगे तो वही. एंड द माइंड टू मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. मन को भी हमें हमेशा माई माइंड, इट इज माई माइंड, आई हैव टू मेक इट एंड मेंटेन इट इन सत्व गुण. देन सात्विक खुराक दे दो तो इट विल बिकम सात्विक. राजसिक तो राजसिक, तामसिक तो तामसिक. द खुराक टू द इंद्रियास इज एक्टिविटीज. Our perceptions. Kurak to the body is activity or no activity. Kurak to the mind is thoughts. Kurak to the intellect is knowledge. Only bhoga sambandhi jnana given to buddhi, buddhi becomes tamasic. And kriya sambandhi jnana given to the buddhi, rajasic. And then sadguna sambandhi, bhakti sambandhi, jnana, tattva jnana sambandhi, jnana is given to buddhi, it's sattvic. Akini? So it's all in our choice, what we want to. That is why the exhaustive study of Shastras to know all these things. Who is a successful person? The one who has transcended Rajotamo and maintained Sattva. Always, in all the personality layers. Second, used as Sattva Guna of the Upadhis to go beyond even three gunas by knowing the Tattva. He is intelligent, he is wiser, he knows the art of living. देख लो फिर गुणों के दृष्टि से आज का कॉमन सेंस थॉट डिस्कशन. Need not become inadvertent, be alert and see in which guna my whole day is spent. Isn't it? तमो रजो नहीं, सत्व होना चाहिए. तो अब का हुआ जो हुआ, अब नेक्स्ट 12 hours वॉट एवर वी आर अवेकन टुडे, तो उस समय लेट मैक्सिमम सत्व बी ट्राइड एट ऑल लेवल्स, शरीर इंद्रिय प्राण मनोबुद्धि आदि सत्व गुण का ही ट्राई करते ही रहना. Isn't it? Then in that sattva guna, the inner atma ananda expresses more. Such person is calm, quiet, happy for no reason, just like. Rajoguni wants to be happy by getting something. Tamoguni does nothing and want to be happy. That is tamasic ananda. Yattadagre amrutovam pariname vishamiva vishayendriya samyogat. That is rajasika. That sukham which is in the beginning and it is tamoguna, mohatmaka, that is tamasic. यदग्रे चानुबंधे च सुखम मोहनमात्मनः निद्रालस्य प्रमादोत्थम तत् तामसमुदाहृत. We'll see all that in Gita study. It will take time, but we'll see. So this is one thing throughout the day. Conscious. Drinks, sattvic, rasic, tamasic. Food, sattvic, rasic, tamasic. TV program, sattvic, rasic, tamasic. Books, newspaper, sattvic, rasic, tamasic. People, sattvic, rasic, tamasic. The topics discussed with the people, sattvic or rasic or tamasic. Places, I'm going to sattvic or rasic or tamasic. In this way, हर एक चीज का ध्यान देने से we can be freed from tamas and rajas. We can maintain sattva. When I see those rishi munis, first they go to the jungle, unpolluted by human beings and all. Therefore, less of rajotamo sattva. They are among all the trees. Sattva. The food they take, kandamula and all, no mirchi masala of rajas, no non-veg ityadi of the tamas. See that? Then the activities throughout the day, what they do? Though they all stay together, maybe 10, 12 of them, Rishi Muni ashram, they don't talk much. They talk once or twice a day, Subha Sham Milkar. That time only Paramatma Charcha, Tattva Chintana, Sattvic. They don't talk about the egos, they don't talk about the comparisons, competitions, the jealousies. They don't have that topic. And they don't have a topic of the bhoga at all. That is minimized. That is tamasic. जीने के लिए जो खाना है खाए बस. Whole day in sattva, they are always sattva. That is why either the outer Prakriti's secrets or inner Adhyatmic secrets were revealed to them because they are Sat. For us, even small little things 2000 times we listen. Still we have not understood. What is Tamaguna? That also we have not understood. That much Tamasic we are. Heard about it 1000 times. Isn't it? Because what things that are there around us, who people are there around us, what topics we are discussing with them, what thoughts we are entertaining in the mind, what sort of food we are consuming. All of that, every one of them are the causes leading to the subsequent effects of making our life that guni, sattvic, rasic, tamasic. है ना? So picturize करो सात्विक गुण. सुबह उठ गए 4 बजे, नहाया, अपना पूजा जप कर ली, फिर दौड़ कर मतलब अच्छी तरह मंदिर गए, वहां आधा घंटा बैठे, शास्त्र श्रवण, शास्त्र, and then minimum what is to be done taken, then did some of the homely works if required, again back to our study puja. See that how one can think about maintaining sattva. Actually, everything depends on this. Okay? What exactly you want yourself to be? Are you having a clarity of it? One of them is this: I want to be sattvic. Then think about what do you mean by being a sattvic personality at every level. Then how to achieve it? है कि नहीं? लगे रहो उसी में. Isn't it? एक रहस्य आज कहकर हम छोड़ देते हैं, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहस्य. मतलब लेस नोन दो टू बी नोन मोर इज व्हाट. बहुत बढ़िया है ना. जो हाउ मेनी टाइम्स यू हर्ड इन शास्त्र गीता, बट वो क्लिक नहीं होता. व्हाट इज इट? अपने उलझनों को सुलझाओ. अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, अपने उलझनों को सुलझाओ मीन्स sort out your own problem. Enough of adding to new problems by being with the world around, being with the people, and on the bahana of helping others, on the bahana of so many obligations, etc. how long we attend to everything and being other than ourselves. This is the basic most thing. Let me sort out my issues, bhaiya, first. Which issue is sorted out spiritually we are talking. Neither Siddhanta Jnana is pakka, nor the initiation of sadhana done, nor is establishing in that sadhana. पहले तो अपना करो ना. That day when we decide in this way that I have to attend to myself, I have to set right myself in my spirituality, that's the happy birthday, that's the golden day. And it should continue. What are we doing? With regard to ourselves, either we are making ourselves a bhogi, a worried and tensed and anxious personality, then a systematic person of performing for perfection. No. Or what we do, we involve in the things and beings. Hey Baba, why are you so much? Nobody wants you. Remember it. They want us for some help, some like a naukar bus. That's it. वो चलो ठीक है out of some requirement, some obligation, minimum कर लो. But why are you worried? See our life. We remember the people whom we met 50 years back, places, the experiences, the objects which will never come in our life. We remember them also. अरे काय को? And the people who have troubled us 20 years back, हो गया खत्म. Even now I remember the things that have happened 5 years, 2 years back. Are they are dead and gone. And the people around us, they are busy. Sometime they need from you to do this or that, or you to finish. अरे अपने उलझनों को सुलझाओ. That's what we are saying. Siddhanta Jnana is not spashta. Proper, disciplined, planned sadhana has not yet begun. Are these not very important and urgent things for us to do? They are called sadhakas. वो कहते हैं पहले मैं अपने आप को सेट कर लो बाबा. One of the way of being settling is whole day how I am engaging myself in my conscious spiritual sadhanas. उसको समझो कहाँ बैठकर नोट पेन लेके हमने लिखा, कहाँ एक एक चीज को अचीव करने का कोशिश किया. Without doing all that, we are just time pass brand, time waste brand. आत्महत्या हम कर रहे. Atmahanana. Yesterday also the topic came now or day before in one of the text. So first thing is what we want to achieve, let us be clear. And we want to achieve spiritual only. Then second is focus on oneself to settle oneself. Third, while doing so, need not worry about the world too much. जो हमारे से होना है काम हमारे पास आएगा उसको करो बस. More than that, even gathering information also is not wanted. Not wanted, you are not there, it's not your position. Even on the name of general knowledge also you take the information, then mind goes on again entertaining the thoughts. No, that's why our elders are so intelligent. At their responsibility, loka samasta sokino bhavanto, they used to make a universal prayer. Ho gaya bas. What else you can do more than prayer? Huh, for clearing the pancharunas, they do little things. Devaruna, Upasana, Rishruna, Shastra, Dhena, then Bhutaruna by giving them some food to eat, Manusharuna helping them, Pitruruna by taking care of their parents. Oh, yeah. They are very wise. They are not involved in, to solve everything in the world. हम क्या ना information के नाम पे everything we are knowing in that things known in 2% things also we are not involved, but the 98 not what all the 98% bothers our mind intellect. लोका समझता सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वे जना. हो गया इसमें what is your contribution is over. I'm just telling a spiritual seeker how he slowly gathers himself to attend to himself only. सो दैट माई ओन उलझन भी सुलझन फर्स्ट सुलझ जाए. मैं खुद ही पूरा एस्टेब्लिश नहीं हूं साधना में, अब क्या किसी के पीछे पड़ू मैं. इज इट थिंक अबाउट इट वेरी कूलली हाउ इंपॉर्टेंट दिस थॉट विल अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, इन द ट्राइंग टू सुलझना है अपने उलझनों को, वन थिंग वी डिस्कस वाज विथ रिगार्ड टू त्रिगुणास, लेट मी एस्टैब्लिश इन सत्व गुण, मेरे को अपना लक्ष्य, बाद में फिर जो सेवा करनी है करेंगे. In the same way, in any other thing, let me establish in the clarity of Tattvajnana by studying Shastra. है ना? Let me establish in my daily systematic sadhana. सुबह 2-3 घंटे, दोपहर में 1.5-2 घंटा, शाम को 2-3 घंटे, पहले मेरे को इसमें सेट होने दो, ऐसे अपने आप को कहना है. नहीं तो the mind will just like that project anything. And because of the habit of giving value to those projections of mind, we just do it. In doing so, our life's time is wasted. ऐसा ही हर दिन खत्म होता जा रहा है. So first be clear what to achieve. Second, अपने उलझन को सुलझाओ. Third one of them is from the Triguna standpoint. Any other standpoint you can say. I want to go beyond three avasthas. Anything. I want to remain as Sakshi. कुछ भी जो वेदांत में हजारों हम पढ़े ना, all of them are those beautiful sadhanas. Any one of them achieve करो पहले, है ना? Properly, regularly coming to the class, that's a good achievement many of us got, few of us. Then start doing the study of this at home. उसका आदत बनाओ, वो भी settling है, because every day you are in touch with the truth. Then the practical sadhanas of quietening the mind, purifying the mind, witnessing the mind, seeing that witness who is he. So इस तरह का we have to think about our sadhanas and अपने चीजों को पहले सुलझ. We ourselves are so confused and we do it. That's called actually the meaning of Andenaiva Niyamana Yatanda. We are blind and asking some other blind fellow to guide us, or we are blind and guiding other fellows who are equally blind. दिन भर वही कर रहे हैं, है ना? In every family, the husband is Dhritarashtra and the wife is Gandhari, because nothing spiritual they do. Isn't it? If your eyes are open, you should know the purpose of life is spiritual evolution. So, as a prarabdha or other reasons, as wife and husband, you might have come together. But the goal cannot be each of you for you. The goal for both of you should be Paramatma. So, wherever you are sitting together to study or to understand, to discuss spiritual, you are a, let us say, Kunti Pandu or any such people. Otherwise, Gandhari and Dhritarashtra. ऐसा फील करना है. एंड वेयर आर द कौरवास चिल्ड्रन? वो सब दुकान में बैठे, कोई मकान में बैठे, कोई दुर्योधन वगैरह. राज्यकांक्षा, धनकांक्षा, व्हेन यू गिव इट टू योर चिल्ड्रन, यू मेड देम दुर्योधन, isn't it? धर्मकांक्षा दिया है तो you made them Pandavas. With that dharma abhyasa and adara respect to the elders, the Krishna will come in their life. They invite Krishna, and Duryodhana, when Krishna comes to him, he sends him away. Final result, these people won the kingdom, won the dharma yuddha, won the heart of the Lord, won the game of life by being spiritual. इस तरह पांडव लोग, वो लोग युद्ध में भी हार गए, जिंदगी में भी हार गए, भगवान को भी खोया उन्होंने, इत्यादि इत्यादि. एनीवे, द आइडिया इज सुलझाओ अपने उलझनों को. आज से वही काम. I have to become sattvic now. I have to be clear in my Shastra Jnana, main essence, the goal, the means, the preparation. I have to be very clear in establishing in it. Isn't it? Like when you want to go to your friends, relatives, they won't allow you for more than one day. Because they're busy in their own bhoga, in their own money earning. अपने अपने projects लेकर सब लोग बैठे. Good that they're at least doing something. We should also take up our projects and achieve them. That's the meaning of life. अदर बैठे बैठे ऐसे बैठे कि कौन मुझे फोन करेगा, कौन मुझे बुलाएगा. व्हाट ए यूजलेस लाइफ इट इज. एक सेकंड भी हमारा वेस्ट नहीं होना, उतना पक्का वी हैव टू बी about our sadhanas to be done. Think, right, friends? Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryangkaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Om Sarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Irime Guruvi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakyata Sarva Vedanta Nityam Pranatosmyaham Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhasha Kruta Vande Bhagavanto Puna Puna Nidaye Sarva Vidyanam Visheshe Bhauroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Shruti Smriti Purana Namalayam Karunalayan Namam Bhagavad Shankaram Lokashankaram करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागर दुःखविदून हृदं रचयाखिलदर्शनतत्त्वैदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदेशाक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मुक्ति सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगति सनातनधर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयः अस्माकं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्ति जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधनाप्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्यशङ्कर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. So, how many we have chanted yesterday? 16, 17, 18 पढ़ लो. अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः घृतात् परं मण्डमिवाति सूक्ष्मं ज्ञात्वा शिवं सर्वभूतेषु गूढं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः एष देवो विश्वकर्मा महात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदा मनीषा मनसा विकृप्तः य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति यदा तमस्तन्न दिवानरात्रिः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं सन् सवितुर्वरेण्यं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी ओम शांति शांति शांति. So chant the mantra number 9. Chandamsi yajnaha kratavo vratani bhutam bhavyam yaccha vedaha vadanti अस्मात् मायि सृजते विश्वमेततो तस्मिंश्चान्यो मायया सन्निरुद्धः. There is no better shloka giving so many or all details regarding Srishti Bandha Moksha. Of course, indicatedly, very subtly. We have to uh, crack those, what I call them, nuts or those subtle things. We have to break open the guidances that are given in the mantra. Okay. What is said here is Kala first, Bhuta Bhavishad Vartaman. In that Kala, the Chandaha, Chandansi, Yajnaha, Krata, Vratani, keeping on happening, whoever they are doing. So, for all of that, there is the authority. The authority is Vedajnana. So, Vedajnana, Kala, in the Kala, happening of all these karmas and karma phalas. All of that, the Paramatma Ishvara. Who is Ishvara now? Parabrahma with Maya Shakti. Has projected on the Parabrahma only. Asmat Mai Sujate Vishwametatu. Asmat Mai Sujate Vishwametatu. So the Mayavi, which will come in the next sloka, that time also we'll see 2 times. Nothing wrong, it's good. The Mayavi Ishvara with his Maya Shakti, be attentive. Without touching, the Parabrahma Paramatma, still makes that Parabrahma Paramatma as Nimitta and Upadana Karana. And from that, this Mai has created the entire Jagat. Chandamsi yajnaha kritavrtani bhutam bhavyam, all of that. This is what to be very clear. Like many cases, घर के मालिक को बताए बिना ही सर्वेंट्स उनका नाम लेकर काम करा सकते, विदाउट इवन माया ऐसा काम करता है कि नहीं? You also might have done it so many times. है कि नहीं? Like some Swami is staying in your house. Somebody phoned you. Did you tell them, no, मेरा घर स्वामी जी रुके हैं, हम उनके साथ बिजी हैं? Whereas you're doing nothing. Swami is sleeping in his bed, or doing his class, study. But we use him. That Swami doesn't know only that he is using his name. और लोग अच्छा आपके घर स्वामी ठहरे तो फिर आप बिजी होंगे. They carry that information, but we used it. Or you say, children have come from descend that place, therefore Swamiji, I can't come to class. Children have come, they dumped the luggage on your head and they have gone already for picnic. And you think Swami doesn't know it. And we take their name and we say, we'll do this, we'll not do that. And children doesn't know that you are using their name. कि हमारे घर बच्चे आए हैं, बाहर से आए हैं, हमें बहुत बिजी, हम उनको, and we do nothing. और somebody बीमार हो गए and जो बीमार हो गए मैं जा रहा हूँ, and you are not a doctor, you are not a nurse, and you don't know how to console that fellow, he doesn't want to. And we go and we tell others, I went there to attend that person in hospital. You are never allowed to go inside to see him only. How many times every day we do this? Isn't it? करते हैं कि नहीं? हजारों बार. Everything's बहाना. Like आज मेरा तबीयत ठीक नहीं है, इसलिए मैं क्लास में नहीं आता हूँ. And the body says, तू तो ठीक है, मैं तो ठीक हूँ. Yes, yes. क्लास के जाने के लिए ठीक नहीं है, घूमने के लिए, एंजॉय करने के लिए ठीक, टीवी देखने के लिए ठीक. In the same way, without touching Paramatma, the Ishvara, with his Maya Shakti, makes it as Upadana Nimitta, and from it he projects. And Sara Bahana hi hai, nothing real. Reality is only Paramatma. But in that, with our mind, how many things we manipulate? Given a chance, I gave you the example of your own children at home or Swami at home. इतना कहते हैं बच्चे ना, 3 दफा उनको खाना खिलाना है. I'm so busy, and you do nothing. Servants only do everything. हम सिर्फ बैठ के पंखा करते हैं अपने आप. They are working. See how we can continue the projections. Chance है कि नहीं? So to the mind, Maya projects the whole thing, and that's taken as real. Isn't it? That's taken as real. That's why the Bhagavan laughs. अरे बाबा, मेरी माया शक्ति के चक्कर में आकर तुम कुछ सब कुछ करते हुए, बिना कुछ करते हुए, और मेरे को कह रहे हो कि I have no time to come to you. He laughs at us. Very subtle it is. I indicated it, did not convey it deliberately. So, Asmat Mai Sujate Vishwam Etat, please catch it. Now, the very funniest thing is next one. What is that? Tasmin Shanyaha Maya Sanniruddhaha. This, if you can understand, so beautiful. In the created world, with his own again Maya, having entered, identified, he is Sanniruddha. So, identifying with a particular, then feeling the sense of separation with other things, or identifying the upadhi, then upadhi yukta vyakti karana. Along with upadhis, he is expressing and maintaining the sense of otherness with his own essential nature, the Brahman. Like the man maintains sense of otherness with the manliness in him when he becomes husband. or father, isn't it? Are you a man or a husband? Let me ask my wife. सेंस ऑफ अदरनेस हो गया कि नहीं है? He has forgotten that he is a man. That's it. Example दे रहा हूँ. He has forgotten as a man, he has become father. That is meaning of anyaha. I am not the real self. Now I am identified with this. So खेल खेल में whole world बनाकर, खेल खेल में having entered in it, खेल खेल में identified with it, that khel khel has become spardha, and the struggles, fightings, miseries, everything started happening. Still, we want to khela only. We don't want to leave it and go back to our own essential self. That is what the last line में Bhashyakara said when he said avidyavashagaha bhutva. But you are never that you are this. I don't know. No, I am this one. Just like the children, get married and so much idea to the wife, children. They forget that they are children of their parents and they were loving them so much. भूल ही जाते हैं पेरेंट्स आर सरप्राइज क्या हुआ इसको Maya. Then there also they won't stop. Something else will go on occupying the mind. This fourth line we'll talk again. What is it? तस्मिंश्च अन्यः मायया सन्निरुद्धः. What it says is कि तस्मिन् भूतादि प्रपंचे मायया एव अन्यः इव सन्निरुद्धः. We say this word to the people, ना यार तुम पहले की तरह नहीं हो. You have changed, you have changed. अन्यः इव. So to you we are the self actually. Now we are changed to become jiva and suffer. Anyah. Why? Maya. No, having become as Jiva, are you enjoying the bliss? No. Sanniruddha, you are bound only. And how long it continues? Why it continues? Because avidya vashagaha bhutva. Sanniruddha sambandhaha avidya vashagaha bhutva. What is avidya vashagaha? That power of Maya is so much that he gets lost in so much that he doesn't want to know that why I am getting lost. How can I come out of it? What is the meaning of coming out of this bondage? All these questions and answers are called vidya. He is not at all trying for that vidya, totally avidya. So there's a hospital to cure the disease. He has got a disease. He is moving in all the places with the suffering of diseases, not looking at the hospital only. The hospital is the Sadguru, the Shastra Jnanam, the Atma Jnanam. That cures one from all the samsara roga, isn't it? But he's not looking at that. He's only moving in those places where his disease increases, the samsara increases. That's called avidya. That's what we are doing. That is the power of Maya. And yesterday, luckily, coinciding, Kagbosundiji, how many things he told? तृष्णा ने कामना ने किसको नहीं नचाया, तृष्णा ने किसी को बौराह नहीं किया. You tell how many things he said. Moha, how many whom it has not made blind. Lobha, how many things. We are some more we have to see today. These are all called avidya. Far away from vidya, we have gone to avidya so much. That's why from that to come to vidya, it takes time. To come to vidya, it takes time means we are all doing that. By studying Shastra every day, we are gaining and trying to strengthen our Vidya. That my essential self is Sachidananda Brahma Swarupa. In being so is the Mukta Sthiti. To be so, deeply have to contemplate. To be able to contemplate, have to have the clarity of vision. For that, I have to do the Vishleshana. For that, I have to study Shastra. I have to come to the class. All of that is Vidya. We are becoming strong in Vidya. It takes time because so much we have gone into Avidya and its consequences or its effects. Avidya or Avidya Karya may so much we are lost that to come out of it and come to the Vidya, it is taking time. It will take time. We have to give time. Somehow, from that Avidya Marga of total samsara, we took a U-turn now. Vidya Marga. Now that जितना दूर गए उतना ही वापस आना भी पड़ता है. Know this, you and I especially, that we are in the Vidya Prapti Marga. It's a good, it's a healthy thing. It's going to liberate us. Let us continue walking it. That's what our common sense thought also. आपने उलझनों को सुलझाओ. हमको क्या पाना है उसके ऊपर अटेंशन, पे द अटेंशन. All that we discussed today, common sense thought. So, avidya vashagaha bhutva. Avidya vashagaha bhutva means it doesn't want to have vidya. It doesn't want to go to guru. Doesn't want to study shastra. You and I, out of some punya, some guru doing prarthana for us, that we are coming. Isn't it? In that also again our mind affects. कभी reluctant होते हैं, कभी disinterested होते हैं. You know, they're all again the morning class, the influence of rajas and tamas. I loved this explanation. So simple it is. तस्मिन् भूतादि प्रपंचे मायया एव अन्यः इव सन्निरुद्धः संबंधः अविद्यावशगः भूत्वा and doing what? संसार समुद्रे भ्रमति इत्यर्थः. Alaburiva, it was said earlier. In the samsara samudra of Janma, from one Sharira to other, one Loka to the other, one Upadita Adhyatma to the other, one set of things, beings around to the other, one set of experiences to the other. That's called Samsara Samudra. In search of happiness, continuously getting misery. In search of liberation, continuously getting bondage. In search of becoming infinite, continuously experiencing the finitude. That's called samsara samudre भ्रमति इत्यर्थः. You and I. इतना important है ये वाला श्लोक. Who is doing all that? Parabrahman only. Now taken up the status of Jiva. And for all of us, some or the other experiences are there every day to understand it. As I told you, when your brother with his family comes to your house. So the brother came, Bhabi came, then Bhatiji, whatever they are came. How much you attend to them, forgetting yourself. So much. If they stay 5 days, सुबह शाम दोपहर उनको क्या खिलाएं, कहाँ घुमाएं, क्या शॉपिंग कराएं, do we do it or not? That's called Brahmati's example I'm giving. I'm not telling you don't do that. Even if I tell, will you listen to me or not? So, that's an example how we are Brahmati in that. When they go away, somebody else come. उसमें भ्रमति. Nobody है, तो we already भ्रमिता in our own देहेंद्र उपाधि. अब इसके लिए भटकते रह रहे. संसार समुद्रे भ्रमति अविद्यावशः भूत्वा मायया एव अन्य इव सन्निरुद्धः संबद्धः. He has become brother only for those 4 days of that brother. And all the things which he thinks his responsibilities or he'll have to express his love, which we call natak, he goes on doing based on that only the things. They should feel happy when they come here. When they go back, they should really remember it. और 4 दिन मजा करके चले आके फोन करेंगे, तुमने तो ये खिला ही नहीं रहे हमको. सब खा के. My fellows, you have not taken me to that place. You took me to whole city, but वो जगह तो घुमा ही नहीं मेरे को. They say that only. That's what is their mind. Apurnata, naturally. They won't tell what they got. They will tell only what they did not. Anyway, that is extended explanation of the example. Unwanted, but information. हो गया? माया एव अन्यः इव सन्निरुद्धः संबद्धः अविद्या वशगः भूत्वा संसार समुद्रे भ्रमति इति अर्थः. What a clarity, what a beauty of that sentence. That's the meaning of tasmin shanyo mayaya sanniruddha. That's why they give the example of dream. Forgotten I am the waker, because of the vasanas and avidya that I am the waker. The swapna prapancha is thrown, and in that entered Anya Iva now. He is not the waker now, he is a dreamer. With that avidya, samsara samudre, in the dream world of people and situations, incidences, भ्रमति, he does pillar to the post, goes on. है ना, आज का स्वप्न जो आया आपको याद रखो, करो, you will understand what is said is correct. What is said here is what happened in the dream. And awakened from the dream, you know that I am not at all that. I am the waker. Neither dreamer I am, nor the dream world has any value to me. In the same way, when we awaken to the self, we realize that what we were doing so far was the avidyakrita swapna and creating the bandhana. Though the swapna is unreal, remember, it gave the bondage or dukkha. है ना, 10 लोगों से आपने लोन लिए, एवरीबडी कमिंग एट होम एंड शाउटिंग एट यू, एंड वन बाय वन कोई कुर्सी ले गया, कोई पंखा ले गया, यू विल एक्सपीरियंस ऑल द पेन देयर इनसाइड. अरे भैया मैं क्या करूं, यू फील लाइक कमिटिंग सुइसाइड ओनली. हाँ, and drink that pesticide or poison, and instead of dying you wake up because उसका expiry date हो गया. But you wake up. Expiry date हो गया मानो poison का, so you will become immortal because expiry date हो गया. तस्मिन् शान्यः मायया सन्निरुद्धः. Lovely, lovely thought. And who is all that Brahman? That's why I now, the Jiva, suffering in these upadhis, is all by my choice. So avidya को विद्या से replace करो. Isn't it? And माया कृत उपाधि उपाधि तादात्म्य को साधना से conquer करो. To go back to your own essential self. Come back to your own essential self. That's it. You are liberated. Now, to come to this point of understanding, these many years of our listening helped us. Because you maintained your listening every day, today at least we are able to believe this thought, accept this thought. Then we have to start sadhana, of course. But those who have never attended the classes or came and left the classes in between, for them still the world is real. That's called Maya and Avidya and Saniruddha and Brahmati. They struggle for money, they struggle for people to get the love from them. They want their children or brothers to listen to them. ये फंसे हुए ना, for you and I that nonsense is gone, I believe. Our this new thing started that we have to realize the self. It is correct. We have to become stronger in our knowledge. दिस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन तो हुआ कि नहीं, अबे मुझे और भी पूजा करनी है, और भी भक्ति बढ़ानी है, और भी चित्त को एकाग्र बनाना है. आई हैव टू मेक इट सात्विक. आई हैव टू डीपली अंडरस्टैंड द नेचर ऑफ दिस सेल्फ. आई हैव टू रियलाइज माय इनर सेल्फ. नाउ आवर परेशानियां और दिस, वो परेशानियां कम हुए. मेरे मैं सोच रहा हूँ जो रेगुलर आ रहे, सुन रहे, सोच रहे, आने के बावजूद भी नहीं हो रहा, मतलब यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग, यू आर नॉट यूजिंग दिस नॉलेज. यू आर, तेरा तो उसको अर्पण किया, लागे मेरा ब्रांड. But true a genuine person, even 5% if he contemplates, 5% of what is heard so far, this transformation is inevitable. Positive transformation, that our concerns, worries are now for our spiritual understanding. If this was not there in our life, these 5 years of listening, we would also been one of the persons struggling in the world. That's called Putra Vitra Lokeshana Ityadi. We are slowly. Now continue like this, more genuinely, more sincerely. Upanishad Adhyanam. One side, the jnana becomes spashta. Second side, to experience that tattva jnana, the jignasa, the mumukshudha becomes stronger. Then our sadhana can also start and move faster, of course, with the help of Guru and God. While this way going toward the self, we go away from the samsara. Well, I'm not interested. In your own house, you can see. You are coming regularly class. Your spouse, the other one. You are now busy in classes, and the other person still busy in their own wife, in the children, grandchildren, padosi, adosi, sisters, brothers. They lost in that one. That is the meaning of Brahmati. Same house you both are there. You are coming, therefore that transformation has come. They don't listen, therefore for what they listen is about world. Therefore only वो माया उनके मन में रहेगा. From the sadhana standpoint, I am saying. Siddhanta standpoint say that Brahman only created all upadhis. He entered and caught with each of the upadhi. Now he is suffering as chief. Now forget about others. Mind about yourself. I know I am suffering as jiva with my upadhis in the world of samsara outside. Now I withdrawing from all of that. Let me discover my essential self. Focus on that. Let me discover and establish in my inner self. This should be our goal. Huh. Now, पूर्वोक्तायाः प्रकृतेः मायात्वम्. Okay, the above said thing is prakriti. That all is another word called as maya. Tad adhishtatru sachidananda rupa brahmanaha. And for that maya, the adhisthana is sachidananda rupa brahma. Of that brahman only, tad upadhi vashat. That maya and prakriti, which is an upadhi, he comes under its vasha. खेल खेल में by his own choice. Vashat Maitvam cha. He has become now Mai. So Prakriti is Maya, then Ishvara is Mai. Here he used the Vashat. Okay, be attentive. Like I am the boss of whole company. Therefore, all the company is in my Vasha, no doubt. One way. But being a boss, I am also in the Vasha of the company, no? This is two way around. The answer is no. Whole company is under me. Therefore, it is my Vasha. But remember, you are also under the Vasha of company. For example, you leave it and go, nobody will care you. पावर पोजीशन नहीं तो आजकल कोई कुत्ते भी नहीं पूछते हमको. डोंट गिव रोटी टू कुत्ता 2 days, इट विल नॉट इवन लुक एट यू. 10 साल से आप उसको रोटी दे रहे हो, 3 दिन देना बंद करो, इट विल नॉट कम टू यू. सो यू आर ऑल्सो बाउंड देयर. सो टू ईश्वर के वश में सारा जगत है, प्रकृति है. बट टू मेंटेन हिज ईश्वरत्व ही विल हैव टू बी अंडर द वश ऑफ द माया. Like all my children listen to me, Swami, they are under my vasha. Okay, but you are also under their vasha. Because without them, you can't have that feeling and authority. को लोग मेरे सुनते ना. Like my money, I have 10 crores. Yes, the 10 crores in your vasha. But you are also under its vasha, you know. Because uske bina you are a berozgar only, or bekar only, or without money. You will not count the money every day. अगर है नहीं तो. In this way, Ishvara, by his own Maya Shakti, he is called Ishvara now. Paramatma with Maya is Ishvara. Then he says, तद्रूपस् चिद्रूपस्य मायावशात् कल्पित अवयवभूतैः कार्यकरणसङ्गातैः सर्वं भूरात् इदं परिदृश्यमानं जगद्व्याप्तं च इति आह. It's a very, very important, very, very essential clarity here. Every sentence I'll explain to you patiently and be with me. Tomorrow, the whole day we'll study this Sambandha Bhashyam. Here, then we'll understand the mantra, which is very, very famously quoted. Mayam tu prakritim vidyat, mainam tu maheshwaram, tasyavayava bhutaistu, vyaptam sarvamidam jagatu. One of the complete slokas again, this one. Mayam tu prakritim vidyat, prakriti ko maya jano, mainam tu maheshwaram. The Maheshwara is the one under whom this prakriti maya is in his control. Tasya avayava bhutaitu. This Paramatma through Maya, as if he has got avayavas that is divided into Vyaptam Sarvamidam Jagat. So the whole Jagat is nothing but the Paramatma's avayava. Which Paramatma? Who can never be divided into avayavas. Then how come you are saying and contradicting? That is what is Maya. Ishvara with his Maya Shakti projects the avayavas, that is the whole world. That is why in Purusha Suktam and other Shastras, whole Vishwa is said to be the avayava of Paramatma. That Vishnu Sahasranama is one of the beautiful way of explaining how the whole universe is Paramatma's avayavas only. क्षीरोदन्वत् प्रदेशे शुचिमणिविलसत् सैकते मौक्तिकानां माला क्लुप्तासनस्तस्फटिकमणिनिभैर् मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः शुभ्रैरभ्रैरदभ्रैरुपरि विरचितैर्मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः आनन्दीनः पुनीयादरिनलिनगदा शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः. After Rupa of the Bhagavan, Stuti is done. Next one. Bhuf padau yasya nabirvyadasuranilashchandra suryaucha netre karnavasha shirodyaur mukavapi dahano yasya vaspeyam abdihi antastam yasya vishwam sura narakhago bhogi gandharva daityaihi chitram ram ramyate tam tribhuvana vapusham. तीन लोकों को अपने शरीर के रूप में रखने वाले विष्णु ईशन नमामि. To that Vishnu, Ishvara, I salute it. Salute. पादोस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्योदम से त्रिपादूर्ध उदयत पुरुषः पादोस्य भवात्मन. In Bhagavata at least 5-6 times comes in different ways. The whole prapancha is nothing but Brahmana, Paramatma के अवयव है. Simple here. Parabrahman alone is there. With his Shakti he has become Maya. With that Maya Shakti, he made appear the Paramatma, Parabrahma as Nimitta Upadana Karana. On that, the whole world is projected, which are now nothing but the Avaya of the Paramatma and permeated by the Paramatma, and they are not there. Paramatma alone is there. All standpoints you have to understand. सारा सृष्टि परमात्मा के ही अवयव है. Yet none of the Srishti is real, nor Paramatma has any avayavas. He is beyond only. All of them we have to understand. That's called pure Vedanta. So tomorrow we'll sort out all these things with the help of this mantra and bhashya. Om, 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 Om. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सद ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. That's great, friends. Can you join for study of Gita for some time?